Hi everyone, synchronicities this month have been off the freaking scale, haven't they? It is, you think it and it arrives in the matter form. It's really, really fast and it feels like it's speeding up. So being mindful, in fact not being mindful, still knowing what it is that you want and feeling it and then letting it go and going on to do something else. And then just being in awe and wonder when it turns up in the most beautiful way for you with such ease and grace is what's blowing our mind right now. So I'll give you an example of one that I wasn't even expecting, but the awe and the wonder of it is what blew me away. So in the garden last week with one of our regulars, in fact it's our secretary, can't think what all our roles are, it doesn't really matter. And we're doing seeds, we're putting seeds in, he's putting all the compost in, we're having a lovely chat together. And randomly, the conversation changes to, have you had a chippy lately? I was like, okay. So conversation changed, that's lovely. I said, well, funnily enough, I had one a couple of weeks ago. And we were suddenly on the conversation of fish and chips and trawlers and fishing trawlers. And it was a really beautiful, random conversation, but it was lovely. And then we went back to carrying on with the seed planting. And then within 10 minutes, not even 10 minutes, some children came up on their bikes and this beautiful boy came up and he said, excuse me, we've just been to the chippy. We can't finish our chips and we wondered if you might want them. That is so, I mean, just that a young child would do that anyway is just so glorious. It was just this gift of exactly where most of these children are at right now. That's exactly who they want to be, and when they're allowed to be like that, they blow you away because they are being telepathic in what is being picked up around them. And this is where our children are, and this is why they are being considered hypersensitive, because they don't actually know what to do with these gifts that they're coming in, because it depends what their environment is in as to what they're able to do with it. Does that make sense? So that's just one example of, feels like hundreds of things that have happened just this weekend. It feels like, for me, I know that sometimes all I'm having to do is read an oracle card out to people, and I am living those words through my body. For example, I was reading out a card the other day, and my left eye suddenly started to twitch. So before I carried on, I said, oh gosh, my left eye's just suddenly started to twitch. Carried on reading, and the next few words were about focus. I stopped and we all looked at each other because my voice had changed all the way through reading that card as well, in line with the text that was coming up. My body is responding at the speed of literally seconds of what is coming up in front of me. I know this is going to make sense to so many of you, and this is why our children are so hypersensitive, because they are picking up on things, seconds, minutes, maybe longer, that's going to be happening in front of them, and it goes through their body first. If that is making sense to you, you might want to come and jump on our call talking about future human potential on the 14th of June. If it is, it's 12:30 till 3:30. We might not be on that long, but we are wanting to talk to parents and experts and come together about, well, where does this land? Where does this land for the future of our children in this heightening world of AI and this heightening world of human sensitivity? Hope you can join us. I'm Rachel Earing. Take care. Bye.